What's going on, everyone? My name is Jason Zinkoff, for those of you that don't know me, and I'm a street and urban photographer. And in today's video, I'm going to be going to Center City, Philadelphia to take some street photos. And I'm taking you guys along with me to document the experience so you guys can know what kind of goes through my head. So how this is going to work is I'm going to attach a GoPro to my head and document everything that I see. And then when I come back, I'm going to make a voiceover so you guys can know what's going through my head, what I'm thinking, and why I'm taking these photos. And then I'll also add the photos so you can see like the process, the before and the after. So without further ado, let's go to Center City, Philadelphia. All right, everyone, welcome to Center City, Philadelphia. I just got out of the Uber and now I'm searching for my first picture. So I see this street here and I like the leading lines of the crosswalk, but didn't end up getting anything that I liked. So I kept moving on. And we come across this alleyway on our left, so I'm waiting for traffic to cross and then wait for the right time for a pedestrian to cross by. I see one about to pass by right here, but he doesn't end up going where I'd like him to, so I wait an extra couple seconds and end up getting these two people crossing right here. So we snap a quick photo, and here it is. This is the result. My favorite part of the edit is definitely the buildings and just the color, the dark gray tones and the oranges of their skin tones. So this is right after this shot. I turn the corner and see this beautiful alleyway right here. My favorite part of this is definitely the leading lines and the orange light. I think that'll go really well with my grid. So we end up taking a picture right here. And the only thing that I would do differently is maybe wait for the people in the back to come a little closer so that you can kind of see the subject better. But other than that, it's a great photo. Moving on, we find ourselves at Reading Terminal Market, and I snap this quick photo. I see the reflection of the sign in that car, which I really liked. And here's the result. I'm pretty happy with this image. Love the framing and everything. And moving on, we gotta check ourselves out in the mirror, right? Or glass. And I turn this corner, and my favorite part of this was definitely the yellow, all of the lights, and I see this arrow, so I want to try to take a picture involving that. First shot I saw didn't really like, had to switch up the framing, move forward, switch the camera to vertical for an Instagram photo, and get down even lower for a better angle. And even lower for one more, and here we go. So what I did is I actually flipped this image over and then edited it, and I think it just adds like a really it's almost kind of nauseating, but I love the depth, which is my favorite part. And then I see these orange rails here. Try to get a photo with those, but don't see anything that I like. But I do like this alleyway right here, so I head down it, try to see what I can find. And in the glass up here on the right, I end up seeing like a figure, so I wanted to get a mysterious picture with him, but didn't really get anything that I liked. So we keep moving forward and turn the corner, and I realize that the color of the street is very similar to this building that I'm looking at. So I get a nice street photo right here. And what I like best about this photo is definitely the contrast between all of the grays, and the only thing I wish is there were like pedestrians or something in the middle of the frame. It's kind of boring. But other than that, I love that photo. So we walk ahead to see if I could find anything else, and I see these like bike racks, and I really like the leading lines, so we get ourselves framed up and wait for a pedestrian. And I remember he took very long. You can see him right there. And then now we just wait while he dawdles. And finally he comes into frame right here, snap a few photos, and here's the result. So I'm pretty happy with this image. I really love the depth in the foreground and how there's just a lot of depth throughout the image with those leading lines with the buildings. Now I'm walking here, I see these restaurants, and actually this guy is taking a smoke break, so I get a quick frame here, go real quick, snap a photo, and here is the result. I'm actually pretty happy with this one. My favorite part is definitely the door and how it frames him, and then also how this text leads right to his head and the reflection in the mirror with the LEDs as well. Now this is on the same block, just a little bit up ahead, and I see this wet storm drain, and most people will just walk right past this, but I get down low onto it, super close, zoom in a little bit, and if focus just on the storm drain with the water drops and blur out the background, and the result's actually very cool. You would not expect this to make a cool photo, but here it is. I just love like the depth and the water and the bokeh right in front of the drain, and the bokeh balls in the back. Obviously, those are fire as well. So I see this puddle right here. So we get a nice reflection pic here, get ourselves framed. Takes a while to find a good framing, and then I have to wait for a car to pass by in the right spot. So I believe it comes right here. We snap the photo right here, and there it is. I think this fits really well with my grid, and just the reflection, the symmetry is just perfect. So that's one thing I really love about this image. And to finish off, we take a self-portrait in this little domed mirror that I find. And there's a result, just kind of a fun picture. Just me doing some street photography, hanging out, having a good old time. All right, and there you have it. That was an hour of street photography with me. Now keep in mind that this was probably only a tenth of the footage that I shot from the GoPro. Most of it was a lot of trial and error, going around seeing what worked, what didn't work, what shots I liked, what locations I liked. And literally I just walked around for an hour and came up with those 10 photos, and I'm pretty satisfied with all of the results. So I hope this gave you a good insight into how my mind works when I'm doing street photography, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.